welcome back again and Ramadan Kareem. To be honest with you, I didn't prepare myself for this video. I just decided to put my phone and start recording. Actually, the most terrifying day I ever experienced in my entire life, not just the war, started the day after at midnight, especially at we can say 12 a.m., 1 a.m., around this period. Suddenly, while we was sleeping in my bedroom, me and my sister and my entire family, we used to sleep at one place because we thought that if they shooting us or destroy the home, we will die together. Okay, while I was watching Home Alone, suddenly a quadcopter drone came through my window and started shooting a Hamas fighter who was at the neighborhood. At that night, I was sleeping in my bed and look at a small window I have in my room, direct in my like this is my eyes, and directly I have a small window. I used to have a small window in my bedroom, and I was waiting for the quadcopter to came across and shooting me in my head. It was a very bad moment at situation, and we didn't sleep. I didn't remember that any one of us slept at this night. We couldn't call anyone because there wasn't a signal at that period of the war, and especially at the place we were used to live in Al Mashrou. At a specific period of the war, the Israeli occupation disconnected the signal, and we cannot even text like our friends or our family. At that moment, we didn't even we couldn't get down and go down to my grandfather's house because were a heavy gunshot at that moment, at that night, and we didn't know the source of this thing and why. The next day, we know there were a Hamas fighter because some people saw the blood on the street and they know that a Hamas fighter was here, and the quadcopter came just for him. We was satisfying some kind. Suddenly, my dad came. Before that, as a normal Palestinian family, we decided to have for lunch a stuffed cabbage. I really loved it. Sorry. Came back. My father suddenly came back and said just like this: "The tank surrounded us from the all directions," but in Arabic, of course. I didn't believe him at first. I thought he was just joking and playing with us because he used to do that. But when I heard the tank very closer and I saw it, I really saw it from my window. My window directly, there's a street and another street. After two streets, the tank was there. I surprised, and we started to collect every important things and every important papers, photos, everything that is really essential and important. Me, I went to the kitchen and grabbed a big bag. My mom used to use when she's traveling to Egypt. I grab it and put it in the kitchen, opened the bag, start to collect every food in the kitchen, because I know this time it's the last time. And that in this period the food was very expensive, very, very expensive. But I forget the cabbage. This is the problem, because it was very big. Sorry. And I collected everything in the fridge, uh, in the in the kitchen, even some spoons they I used to eat with. I put it in the bag. You can imagine everything that connect to the food. I put it in the bag and closed it. At that moment, the Israeli occupation, uh, the connect signal came back. Of course, we know the Israeli occupation, they control it. Suddenly, one of my aunts called my mom and told her, I'm trying for 14 days to call you. 14 days. And the Israeli occupation, they used to send some papers. I don't know what to call it in English. It's manashir in Arabic. They used the airplane came through the area and start to fail it or send it to the people to leave this area. But in our area, nothing. We didn't know anything. There is no internet, no signal. We didn't know anything. And no one of the other areas came and told us. And we were surrounded and we don't know. The Israeli occupation warned us at the internet. And the internet was at that period just at Rafah, alright? So my aunt from Rafah called us and came to my house and leave the house quickly. The Israeli occupation will shooting you, will destroy the house above your heads. Leave the house. My mom started to cry, and everything here in Mawasi, they are there are our from our family. They started to call my mom, came here, don't go to any place. My dad came back again after he go down to his sister and brother, and told us, hurry up, the tank came closer, sorry. As fast as possible, I wore my jacket, my boots, and my scarf, and left the house. You may wonder that I kissed my bedroom door, and I said goodbye, my beautiful home, and you can expect it the whole road we cried. We was crying, sorry. After that, my neighbors, they all left the area and started to collect their things, and the prices were very expensive, and even what to say, the one who has a bicycle, he want 1,000 shekel just to put my aunts and to ride, just 1,000 shekel with a bicycle, not a car. We decided to go on our feet. At some point, there was a crossroad. Here is a tower, and what to say? There's two roads. Okay, this a road, a crossroads. Sorry, At that tower, uh, I forget the words. Sorry. Directly in this street, there was a tank, and in the tower, there's where a sniper. All right, the sniper and the tank was shooting at this cross. It's like a game, and before this street, it's somehow safe, but in the Dahara there was an airplane shooting the people who try to run. All right, you can just imagine with me the situation. And after the street, it's come to kind safe, so at this cross you had to run as fast as possible. Unfortunately, at this street exactly, I felt and start to cry. I couldn't breathe because I was wearing a mask because I have some problems, and so I started to cry. I said, "Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu Muhammad Rasulullah." I know that I will die. All right. My whole family, thank God, they succeeded to came across the road, sorry, and the street. But me, I fell down. My dad noticed that where's Rima? Rima's not here, so he came back for me and he tried to hold me and to run. Thank God, we run, and my dad suddenly surprised us, and he left us at the half of the road, sorry, and he was connect with a friend. He is at Al Mawasi, and told him to take my family to the place that they want to go to. At that moment, you can expect the situation. We started to cry. My mom just say, "Please don't go, please don't go," and I was trying to convince him that don't go. We don't need the clothes. We need you. We need you. He was very stubborn, and he decided to came back to the home, and the situation there wasn't very good. We came across some people who came back and returned, and they told us the situation there is very bad. The quadcopter everywhere, the tank shooting the houses, and it's a heavy gun shoot. We walked for 3 hours from our home to Al Mawasi, to my aunt's home right now. 3 hours walking in feet. At the road, we collapsed. We cried. We decided to came back and to die at our home. The water ended, and at that moment there's just a cake, a small cake, and it's very expensive. Of course we buy it because we don't have anything, water and nothing. And unfortunately, there's at this small market, he didn't have a water. So we walked for 3 hours until we arrived, and the terrifying didn't stop because we were waiting. We were waiting for my dad to came back. There's a window in this house. It's here. We stayed looking at the street from the first moment we stepped to the house until my dad came. And we waited for him for 4 hours. And these 4 hours we die, and we return to life, and we die, and we return to life until he came back with his brother. Suddenly, he knocked the door, opened the door. I didn't look at my stuff. He bring essential papers. I just hugged him, started to cry, and we all cried. All the night, actually, we didn't sleep because we were very tired. I remember that I pray at the chair, and at the chair I couldn't just doing like this my shoulders and my neck was very hurts me because I was holding a big bag in my shoulders and a small bag that we have phones and important things and for hope. I used to keep a flower. I really love the flowers. So I had a small jar for the flowers. I, I grab it with me in this small bag, but not at that moment. I used to put it in this bag from the first day at the work, just for joke. Sorry. It's not a situation for joke, but we try to live the life. So after he came at that night, the terrifying just what to say, it just with us. At that night, some of the people here, he's a thief, all right. And at that period of the war, some people used to just make noise and say the occupation will take the men's, and none of these things happened. Just he want to let the people leave the houses, and he came to the house and thief. All right, one of these people made this thing and told us that all men should to leave their houses, and all the men here left the area. And my dad, even you can like imagine, he walked with us from the home for like say 2 hours, and he came back to the home to bring our stuff and came back here. Like it takes like let's say 6 hours or 4 hours, and at the midnight he went to Rafah on feet. At that moment he with my uncle, they went to Rafah on feet, and they arrived at 6 a.m. You can imagine 6 hours just walking in feet. And of course, there's a shooting from the beach and all these things. Actually, it's very sad to say that my old memories burned at my house. The door that I kissed just disappeared. Came sand, and my bedroom, my beautiful bedroom, destroyed. The home, it's not destroyed at all, but it burned, and we cannot live at the house, because when it's raining, the house start to collapse. Do you understand the situation of the house? So I don't know what to say. I don't have any word to say. I really miss my home, and I really want to live just one day in Ramadan in my house and in my home, in the kitchen, in everything. Even sorry at this word, at the bathroom. I love my house and I love my home. And thank God that none of my family, not my father, not my sister, not my mom, they're all alive. Thank God. I really always say thank God. But even the wall, it's very sadness to lose it, because we built it from young. Thank you, and See you soon.